Hello people, here we are again, back on my syndicate on a Monday evening. Haven't been down for a couple of weeks, so not really sure what's been going on. I know it's fishing tricky, not many fish coming out, but I'm here. You can probably see it's a little bit miserable. It's late at night, got about 25 minutes before dark, got no house up, no rods up, no nothing, so everything's sort of everywhere at the minute. But I am loaded up now, I am here, I made the trek down. The only thing I've got set up is the distance sticks. Everything else is everywhere. I've just unloaded it. The van's parked up, you can briefly see it in the background. It's time to get busy. So I've got 2 nights this week. So this is the first 2-night session I've done in 6 weeks. So really looking forward to it. Although it's not really, well, it is 2 nights, but it's a short 2 nights. I've got to be gone early Wednesday morning. And it's about 20 minutes before dark now. It's about 20 to 10. So I've really got to get cracking on, guys. But hopefully I'll be able to get a chance to talk to you in the next sort of 20 minutes or so, depending on how the rods go out and the bait goes out. Fingers crossed. But anyway, I'll either speak to you tonight or tomorrow morning, and we'll have a good catch up then. See you guys soon. Well guys, it's 9 o'clock on the first morning, and just had my first bite. So loving it. I was sitting there wondering why it hadn't happened, and it just tore off. It's just starting to rain, so I'm going to have to be quick. Give her a quick way. The rain clouds are coming. We're set for a couple of days of rain. Hence why I didn't come last week, and I saved my 2 nights for this week. 1 second and we'll have a little look how much she goes. Nice little 24-pounder. Excellent. Certainly been on the bait, that's for sure. Look, lovely to see. Beautiful little scaly, little tiny tail to it. A real nice looking, stunning, dark old spawned out scaly male. Oh, there's shit everywhere. There you go. What a beautiful start to start this session. 24-pounder on the bank, and what a stunner it is. Couldn't have picked a better carp. Wow, that is just absolutely beautiful. 24-pound of proper lean spawned out male. It may have been a female, heavily spawned. But either way, it doesn't matter. I'm going to flip her over. We'll look at the other side. And equally as nice on this side, as you would expect. A quick look at your kid. And there you go. It's a lovely way to start this session off on the first morning. And I'm going to slip her back. So it's just starting to rain. Get everything put away. The rod's back out on the spot already. So all good on that. All good on that front. And happy days. I'll slip her back and we'll have a little word. I don't know if you guys can hear on the camera, or even see in fact. It's finally raining. Yay! It's about 11:15 now. I was meant to push in a bit earlier this morning. I'm not complaining. Pressure's dropping as we speak, and the fishing hopefully should take off. Obviously you've seen a little while back I had that beautiful little 24 scaly stunner, and I think that might just be the beginning this session. The lake's been fishing really tricky, and it's just been pretty much dead for the last 4 or 5 weeks, since spawning in fact. When you'd think they'd be having it, they haven't been. They've just completely shut up shop and they're hiding in huge weed beds. But after last week me not coming, obviously you guys who live local to Cambridge, London area We had 34-degree heat waves, 32, 31. Didn't drop below 30 for 5 days, and I ain't coming to fishing that crap, no chance. So I thought, you know, bide your time, have a week off, and I've got a bit of extra work done. It just so happens that I could get down for 2 nights this week. It's already paid off with that beautiful 24 mirror. So things are really looking good. I can literally feel the pressure crashing. Finally, this rain's finally moved in. We've got a whole week of rain. That's why I've timed my arrival this week. It's meant to be raining the whole 2 days I'm here. 2 nights, sorry. And that's something I try to do a lot, if I can help it. Obviously, if you're booked onto day ticket waters, you can't help what days you're booked on. But if you're just going to fish day ticket waters, or you've got a syndicate like this, I mean, a lot of the time I am choosing around weather. I'd say a lot of my fishing is definitely weather dependent. Obviously sometimes you just want to get down the lake and have a break no matter what. But when the pressure's crashing like this, I can't believe there's only 4 of us on. Got here yesterday expecting it to be pretty busy, but I guess that might have something to do with it. That's just one, that's me going at it for 15 minutes with a rake. And if you look just there, you'll see my 3rd rod, because I am fishing 3 rods this session. See my 3rd rod up there, and you'll see another even bigger pile of weed. So I'm trying to do my bit for the lake and for the safety of the fish. And that is literally just so we can even land the fish. I mean, it is bad. The weed is horrendous. It's sort of 6 foot tall in most places, 8 foot tall. It's to the surface in a lot of places. And one thing I'll say about you guys who are not so experienced for fishing weedy waters, definitely bring a weed rake with you, and that goes a long way. You must be able to land the fish. There's no point in getting bites if you've got to pull the fish through, you know, 10 to 12 foot of Canadian. No point risking dropping a fish. I always bring a rake with me on these weedy waters. This is prolifically known to get horrendously weedy, and it's only going to get worse. The water's dropping, and the weed's getting taller. It's going to be a tricky end to the year on here, I think. Means we're only in June, so we've still got July, August and September to go on here, and before we move on and settle down for the winter on another water. But also I'm thinking about nipping down a linear in the next week or 2. Have a go on B1 for a little while. I've been down there for a while, so a good few years now. I'm pumping out a few 40s, so might be worth going and have a look down there and what's going on linear. I know they were spawning there last week, as they were most places. I'd say 99% of waters all across England have all spawned now, which is good for the fish. There's not been no casualties here at Hasse Fen that I know of. No large casualties anyway. So yeah, happy days. I did hear on Monk's Pit quite a few of the big ones have died this year. I think 5 or 6 have died through spawn bound. So that's not good. They lost their big scaly at 40 plus now. First year going 40 plus and it died. Really upsetting news when you hear a big fish die like that, especially an old warrior. You think they're going to live forever, but they just don't, unfortunately. But that rod up there was the rod that done me the bite. I'll see if I can zoom in a bit better on that. That rod there done me the fish, and it's just a slow steady take, as you can imagine in this thick weed. And I managed to land it okay. It come in, it got a bit of weed stuck around his face, which in fact helped me land the fish a lot easier. Usually calms them down a bit. That rain's really coming down now. This is what we want to see. This is awesome. This is the best thing that could have happened. Right guys, first cup of tea of the day. See where I just spilt the jar of sugar. I'm sure the ants will be in here to pick that up. I can't wait to drink this. Sorry guys. So yeah, I'm going to pretty much leave you with that for now guys. I'm going to kick back and maybe watch a bit of footage, watch a bit of YouTube, and enjoy this beautiful rain. You can't beat it, can you? Just thumping down onto the bivvy. Got everything sort of huddled under here. It's dry. Got no front on. Love fishing without a front if it's warm. You just see so much more of the lake. So yeah, I shall see you shortly, hopefully with a fish. See you soon. Just look at me, I'm absolutely drenched. It really started coming down hard, and the left hand rod of the two that are on the stand just pulled up really tight. I'm fishing pretty tight clutches and just held them, bent down and just held solid. Just ran out the bivvy in the rain, leant into it, felt a good fish on, and yeah, have a bit of a fight running from weed bed to weed bed. I eventually just got it in about 10 minutes ago, so I'm just drying off, and it's a good mirror, a good sized mirror. So I'll just show you. I had it on the left hand rod of the two, out that way towards the island, and it just pulled up tight. Like I was saying, the rod just leant down to the water and just held there firm. Didn't take no line, but typical big fish bite, and it is a good fish. It's definitely a nice chunky mirror. So when this rain, hopefully, look, eventually takes a little break, which don't get me wrong, I don't mind this. This is awesome, loving it. I don't mind getting drenched if you're going to bag big mirrors. I said that I thought that 24 might be the start of a good session. And things are coming again into good form for me on Hasse Fen. And yeah, you probably can't hear me over this rain actually. Let's have a look down there. Loving it. Picked my arrival perfectly. 2 fish already. It's only 12 o'clock on the first morning. Or just hit afternoon, should I say. And I've got another good mirror down there. This is awesome. I'm on absolute fire this year. I think I've had 1 blank since Christmas. We're in June now. I think I've come nearly every week. So keeping up a good catch rate here right through. Awesome. So I'll leave you with that for now. Oh. I think there's a rain, and I'll see you when I've got that beautiful girl on the mat, and we'll see how big she is. I'll see you soon. Poor little babies, getting absolutely battered by this rain, and that is heavy. They must be feeling that. I know they live in the water, but they must be feeling that. Poor little things. Right, we finally had a little second break in the rain. So it's time to get this fish out and see just how big she is on the scales. Ah, proper unit. Nice. Real nice chunk this is. Oh, proper made up with this. I'd have been happy with the 24, as the lake's been fishing so moody for a while now, and to top it off with a big fat girl like this. Let's see what she goes. Oh yeah. £32, give or take an ounce or two, just over. Oh yes. What a nice chunk. Looks like another male fish. Huge, great big paddles on it. Massive big pecs, huge pecs. I'm going to see if I can get him up by the looks of it, and have a look at her. Look at that. Yes, buzzing. As if the session couldn't get off to a better start. Already got a big fat 30. Some lovely big shoulders on it. Great big wrist. Nice, another 32 to add to the Hasse Fen list. Really getting through them now. The 30s are coming thick and fast. Code is cracked, and I'm loving life. Look at the thickness on that. What a beauty. Thank you very much. The stow just pulled tight. The rod just leant over and just held, pointing at the water. Had to get out there, hit into it, and got rewarded with this beauty. Took me through a few weed beds and managed to keep the pressure on and keep it moving. What a stunner. I'll flip around quickly. He's been so good, and he's been in the retainer for a while now. Quite surprised he's not beating me up on the mat, to be honest. See if he'll continue to behave. There you go. Here's the other side. Stunning. Big chunky 30 mirror. Couldn't be happier. I'm going to get a couple of still pics now and slip her back, and we'll speak shortly. Right guys, no sooner than I put that back, the same rod that I just recast back out there, I just had the same take, stow pulled up tight, rod arched over, didn't take no line, and just held there, held deep, just held the rod tip down, ran out into the rain. I'm proper drenched now, proper drenched, ran out into the rain again. This is like 10 minutes after I slipped that other 30 back, leant into it, knew I had a decent fish on. It took me for a few more weed beds, as they all do. I managed to just slip it in the net, and I get her out now. Things are really kicking off. Right, somehow that didn't flick on the camera. I'll weigh her first. Looks a decent fish. Quite a short fish, but really deep. So stick her straight on the scales. See where she goes. just over the £30 6 mark, round about that sort of area. Another 30 on the bank, guys. Well, after not being here for 2 weeks, after last week's epic heats of 34 degrees, certainly picking my times right. Got another fat mirror. This one looks to be a spawned out female. Got quite a distinctive hump on the lower back of the belly there. You see she's full of energy. Absolutely full of it. Quite a bit blacker on the head, this one. Yeah. Awesome. Can you believe it? 230s on the bank, on fire. Who knows what else is going to happen for the rest of the season. Set myself a target of like 2030s, which sounds like a lot, but I always set expectations high, and I thought anything more than 2030s will be insane, and it's looking like I could be getting up there for them sort of numbers. I continue to fish as well as I am, which I think I shall, and like I say, it's just consistency's paying off. Real big fat black one, just over the £30 mark. Got quite a weird shaped body, this one. If I can get her up, she's still heavy. And there you go. Nice. 2 30s within an hour of each other. Talk about getting it right. Right peg. I had pretty much pick of the lake when I got here. There was only 3 on. I made 4. And I chose a bag that I've only fished once before. And yeah, look at that. Right, black, big fat mirror. Epic. Yes. I'm going to show you the other side, because the other side's the side with the hump on. And just so I can recognise that. Oh, she would have been bigger than that. You can see she's a female and she's spawned out. And this is the side with the hump. Oh, it's quite a tricky fish to hold. Oh, but really fat. Oh, just keep on your arms. Let it bounce about. £30 a big fish. You don't want it flipping out your hands. Oh, keep your face away as well, because you do not want a bitch slap off that tail. There's an angry mirror. Hopefully she'll calm down now for a second while I show her to the camera. And here's the other side. Lovely. So a bit of a tricky one to hold, this one. Epic though. Definitely never one. The one I hadn't seen before. There's the hump just near my back fingers there. Awesome. Yes. Right, I'm going to get a couple of still pics, guys, and we shall be speaking soon. Right guys, here we are. It's the last morning now of another episode on my syndicate. Got 6 hours left. I thought I'd give you a little update, let you know how I've been getting on. The weather's just finally stopped raining. You can see all the puddles down here. Everything's pretty wet. It's just tipped it down for like 30 hours solid. It's just starting to spit again. Literally only stopped for 2 minutes. Give me a chance to get all 3 rods back out. So this little baby here, I just got them out last night. It was just so heavy rain, just couldn't really afford to recast it, but I weren't quite happy with where it landed, so I've put that back on the sweet spot now. So I've got a bit of weed under the reel just to stop all the crap flicking on the line. So I put that's bang out on the sweet spot. I just cast that in 5 minutes ago. Fresh bag on with a bit of corda goo, just to try and pinch a bite. I've only got 4 or 5 hours left. These 2 here, you can see the left hand rod still hasn't got the stow bobbin on it. I've just recast that one now. literally a minute ago before I picked the camera up. The right hand rod, the blue rod there, I recast that about 20 minutes ago. So all 3 rods are all out there and they've all got fresh bags on. So all sweet. Yeah, I'm feeling confident now. I got it picked up on the left hand rod there by a coot this morning as well. So, and I brought it in and it was in a bit of a tangle. So yeah, things are looking good. All 3 rods went out beautifully. And now we've got 4 or 5 hours to sit on the rods. It's bite time all day today. It's still early morning now. It's only about 8:30. All 3 rods are back on the spot perfectly. I'll also add, I had a little 21 in the night. A little dark mirror. That come about 1:30 to 2 o'clock this morning time. In the soaking rain again. So a lot of my clothes are wet by now, as you can probably guess. But yeah, so happy days. 4 fish and 5 hours to go. I put some more bait out last night on all 3 spots. I moved the right hand rod, in fact. Actually, the blue rod there, I found a new spot last night. I wasn't happy with where it was. I felt it was a bit close in. So I moved that longer to just under 16 wraps and recast that out there. So yeah, everything's looking good for a bite today. On paper, everything should happen. With this weather and this pressure crashing, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if I don't get 2 bites before I leave. Everything looks right. I'm not saying I will, but it's definitely a possibility. Well, I'm going to go now anyway because the camera's getting wet. It's starting to spit quite heavily again. I'm sure that's going to tip it down again shortly. Look at it. It's going to tip it down pretty much all day, so I'll be packing up in the rain as well. But this is my update. I shall say bye again. A little clip. But hopefully we'll have a fish before then. It won't come to that. So I'll see you soon.